Chris Ockley, Missouri track fanatic and running junkie, and Missouri mile split on the phone with Khristen Bryant, the Columbia Independent School senior who last week at sectionals at Luther North High School cleared 13 feet in the pole vault to set the new girls all-time pole vault high school record, and puts her currently tied for 19th on the national performance list. Khristen, you've obviously had a great pole vaulting career, and but tell me, you won state the last your first 2 years of doing it as a sophomore and junior in Class 1, and had a best of 12.6 last year. And tell me, last week, take me back to the goal what was the goal for your senior year? Did you have a certain height that you wanted to clear, or were you just coming out to hoping to improve and win another state title and just improve on what you've done before?
I think this year was just kind of focusing on continuing to improve the little things we've been working on throughout the summer and during the indoor season, and I definitely wanted to improve my height, and 13 is just a stepping stone of what I wanted this year. We still have some higher goals for the end of the season, and I'll have some meets during the summer to continue to work on those heights, but definitely happy with getting that 13 under my belt.
Did you know that it was only just a matter of time before you got 13, or was that was that when you cleared that and hit the mat below you last week? Was that pretty exciting, or did you know that was going to come? Just no matter what time frame, it was definitely going to come for you.
Yeah, it was just kind of a matter of time before I got that 13. We've been going up in my poles and just getting stiffer poles, and finally got on the pole that I needed for it, and it was so much easier, and just happened. It was great.
Yeah, tell me, what was that like when you cleared that bar and were clean and came falling down to the mat and knew you were good and had a new PR at 13 feet?
It was just amazing. The best feeling in the world, I think, just knowing that all of that hard work pays off. So it's really great.
Did you have any? Did you know specifically what the state record was, and was that a goal of yours coming into the season?
I think I've had the records just in the back of my head, but mostly I'm looking at competing with myself and always improving myself in my personal height. So definitely knew I could do it, and just was waiting for it to happen.
Right, that puts you over Brittany Kallenberger's 12:10 mark, and then her younger sister Nicole Kallenberger's 12:10 and a half marks from state 2 years ago.
Yes.
Tell me, how does that feel to be up there to get a record like that, and say that you're the best Missouri high school pole vaulter on the girls' side that there's been in the 18 or 19 or years that they've had pole vaulting for girls in Missouri?
I think it's just quite an honor just to be ranked up there with girls that I've seen compete. I see them now in college, and I know that that's where I'm going next year. So just to continue to show that Missouri's got some really good girls is just awesome to represent our state like that.
Right. And then, is it pretty fun to see your name on the list of on the national list that high, and see your name with some amazing performers from around the whole country?
Yeah, I definitely feel like I could be higher up there, so it's just waiting for the next hike to come, but really cool to be up there with such top-notch vaulters. It's really just an honor.
Well, and you're not just a vaulter. You obviously have got skills elsewhere. Obviously, you last year won the 100 hurdles and the 100-meter dash, and then finished sixth in the 300 hurdles, and
Yeah.
set the Class 1 state meet record with the 100 hurdles with a 14:54, and then looks like you've decided to do away with the 300 hurdles and pick up the long jump this year, and got the second best mark in Class 1 right now in 17:11, which I think ties you for 17th overall in the state with a 17:11 long jump mark. Tell me about doing away with the long hurdles and picking up the long jump.
I think mostly it was how does the schedule layout look at state was the main influence on that decision. Was last year my turnaround from pole vaulting so quick to the 300-meter hurdles, I wasn't really able to give all of my, I didn't have much energy left for the 300 hurdles, and I wasn't very happy with what I was able to do with them. So the spacing out of my events now will be much better with pole vault and long jumper on separate days, and I can focus more on my events and not have to worry about overlapping of events and stuff.
Yeah,
much.
Right. And obviously speed is an important part in the vault, and again, working on those on the 100 and even those 100 hurdles I'm sure will, and even the long jump, work on your speed. But you said you got involved, that your dad ran cross country in college in Northwest Missouri, and so you got involved into running as a child, and then got involved in the track in the middle school years, and didn't pick up pole vault till your sophomore year of high school. But do you enjoy the sprints and the jumping and the hurdles as much as the pole vault, or is pole vault number one for you?
I think that because it's newer and more exciting, the pole vault is definitely kind of more number one. But hopefully, I'll be able to continue to work on my hurdling and possibly pick that up in college also.
Tell me about, how long have you been working with Coach Todd Cooper and Just Vault? Did you start seeing him as a sophomore?
Yeah, my first time going up to Todd was the winter of my sophomore year, and just the way that he worked with me in the group and the way he explained things just made sense, and he's really helped me excel, and I don't think I'd be nearly as good as I am right now if I hadn't gotten to go to his place. So yeah.
And as I'm doing some reading here, maybe I'm wrong. This is it looks like Hannah Cooper, his daughter, is helping coach now, and it's showing that she's got the high school record at 13.3, and I guess I'd forgotten that she had gone that high. So
Yeah.
So boy, I gave you a little bit too much credit, huh?
That's okay. Hopefully I'll be there soon. I was actually at practice tonight at Todd's, and Hannah was there, and we were talking about that. So.
Yeah, right. So yeah, I guess I jumped the gun a little bit there and forgot about her amazing career. And tell me, and it looks like for the second straight year you'll vault at state on this day 2. Is that right?
Yes.
Boy, I guess you were probably hoping to be fresh and have it done day 1, that first event, and then you could get it over with and have your other events ready to go, huh?
Yeah, I think pole vault is actually the very last event I'll do at state. So. Right. Hopefully I'll still have energy.
Yeah. Well, tell me, will you plans for postseason? Do you plan to go to New Balance Nationals or Great Southwest Classic or any meets this summer to compete?
Yeah, I'm signed up for the Great Southwest, and I'm sure we'll pick up some street vaults and stuff. But right now I'm kind of just focused on that Great Southwest, and that'll be my first one, so I'm excited.
Right, right. And tell me what you gained. Obviously, a lot of good vaulters are former gymnasts, and you said you stopped after your sophomore year and went to level 8 as a gymnast. And tell me what the things that you think that are beneficial that you get out of gymnastics that apply over to being a good vaulter.
I think in some ways my understanding of pole vault and what my brain understands is so much greater than what my body can understand at times. And so if I can translate the motion of what I'm trying to do in pole vault to something that I've done in gymnastics, it makes it easier for my body to understand the motion of it. And so that's kind of one of the bonuses is having that gymnastics experience is my body can kind of relate the motion and understand what it needs to do.
Right, right. And obviously in the fall you signed with Kansas to compete and go compete for great vault coach Tom Hayes, coaches the vertical jumps there, and he's former Missouri high school coach in Kansas City. And tell me just what you're excited most about to compete in college and to compete for Coach Hayes and the Jayhawks.
I'm just kind of really excited to continue my career, and I know that I'll be in great hands with their coaching staff there, and can't wait to see what happens. So it's going to be awesome.
Right, right. And then talk to me about, I think you came up with your point total last year was about 33 points at state, and I think you just missed a team title. What do you think with picking up the long jump and not having to have so many races with the 300 hurdle prelims and finals? Do you think you can match or surpass that point total this year and try to come up with a state trophy for yourself as a team?
I think that's kind of a little goal that I have. I'm hoping to possibly get a total of 40 points. That's always the goal, but
sure.
We'll see. Just depends on how everybody else does. So it should be a fun weekend.
Right, right. Well, tell me lastly what with I'm just gone blank there for a second, but weather-wise, have you ever vaulted in the rain? And if there is rain and there's no lightning and they keep competing during the rain, have you done that before? And if so, what kind of changes do you need to be successful in the rain?
You want to say that the rain won't have an influence on your vaults, but it will just because of the surface. And I think mainly my goal is to not let it affect me mentally and continue to be aggressive and stay safe and just give it all I got.
Right.
So we got our fingers crossed for no rain.
Right. Well, if you end up winning the state title, the former state record holder Vera Nineswander, who went on and competed in the last 2 Olympic trials and was an All-American at Indiana, but former 3-time state champion for Jeff City. I think you could match her for pole vault state titles, but she also went undefeated. Her 1 year had illness and didn't. And wasn't able to compete the second half of the season, but she went undefeated during the regular and during the state series, and it looks like you would accomplish that feat. Except a couple weeks ago, or last month at the Southern Boone Relays, you cleared 10 feet and lost to the state champion from Hallsville and cleared 10.6. Is that something that aggravates you, that you think you'll look back on your career and say, "Boy, I could have had that another undefeated season if." Not for only clearing 10.6 that one day at Ashland? Or was that something you don't worry about?
I don't really worry about it too much. I think that you can always have an off day, and one day won't define who I am as a vaulter. I think more than anything, my reaction to that defines who I am as a vaulter. So it's not letting it bother me. And actually, I noticed some things in her vault and suggested something to help her get over that bar. And her coach came up to me and congratulated me afterwards. So I think that relationship, continuing to have a good relationship with my competitors, is always something that's more important to me than just some good placement on a meet. So, I guess for me as a person, it's more important to stay true to myself and my character is what matters to me than to have an undefeated season.
Right. Yeah, that's a great attitude, to way to handle it. But and then lastly, for people that have never vaulted before, tell me what it's like to fly down that runway and plant and soar up and over that bar, and with that feeling like to clear the bar and come flying down to the pad. What's that like?
Well, I guess my memory is not very good because everybody asks me how it feels to be flying, but most of what I feel is falling because you don't stay up there for very long. But it's definitely a really cool feeling to know that you're going that high up, and it just kind of feels really special.
Right. Well, congrats on the phenomenal performance last weekend, and stay healthy, and good luck this weekend at the state
Thank
meet.
you.
And hopefully, if it's not this weekend, it'll be in the coming weeks that you'll take down that state record.
Yep.